get any snow, but it's definitely cool enough for us. 10 degrees, that's pretty cool here for Southwest Missouri anymore. We don't see temperatures a whole lot colder than this. I've seen it get down around 0 and even below 0 a few times in my short 36 years of life here in Southwest Missouri. I think the coldest I've ever seen it here personally is like -7 or -8. Now, working up in northern Missouri, it's a whole different story. We see some pretty cool temperatures up there on a regular basis. We just don't get that kind of weather down here anymore. So we finished up our log sale today already. It was actually a good time. Took a little longer than usual, but we did a lot of talking back and forth. That's what makes it fun. I've luckily got a super good log buyer that takes extremely good care of us, that will come buy our logs on Christmas Day, because this isn't the first time we've sold him logs on Christmas Day. He knows that my dad and I are workers and we like to work, and he does too, so it works out pretty good for everybody. Of course, days like today, no pressure, just get out here leisurely. We still started pretty early. Gate shut. Now we're going to put these hydraulic hoses on that grapple, pile some treetops. Alright, done deal. Easy enough even for a simpleton like me. I can't even stress to you how much, even stuff like this, I just do not like mechanicking. And people will comment, oh, you're in the wrong business if you don't like mechanicking. Maybe so, but you know what? I'm a lot better at writing checks than I am turning wrenches. And it's a lot easier for me to write a check for someone to go out here and mechanic, work on my stuff, than I can be putting trees on the ground where I make my money. That's my theory behind that. So now we'll get that thing started up, let her warm up. Now, one thing I'm real adamant about is cleanup. I like to leave things looking good when we're done. It's definitely one thing that helps us buy more timber, is just because, I don't know, like I said, being a landowner, I think of how I'd want my place looking if I had it logged, and I wouldn't want it looking like a mess, so I try to leave things looking pretty good. That's one thing that definitely helps us out. So today, we're going to go ahead and get all this mess here cleaned up. And a lot of this stuff we're just going to push into this drawer right here you see in front of us. We'll try to run a bunch of those treetops in there. That way it's just in a good location, kind of out of the way. They can burn it. If they burn it, I think it'd be a little easier contained down in there. Not really losing any grass, so to speak, down there in that drawer. It's just an overall good place to put the debris. stumps out here from the last time this timber was cut. These tines on this grapple will catch those just right. Everything will come to a screeching halt. Now, a lot of times I pack the debris, but here when these treetops are so close to these other burn piles where we're putting this stuff, I just get behind them and push. I can move more material faster. So right now we'll run along the ground like we are. Get all the little stuff. Just trying to keep those tines just right on top of the ground. You don't want to go too low because you'll dig in. Piling treetops is definitely one of those deals that's better when you're doing it as you go instead of just taking a full day out to do it. Because it gets old pretty quick. My dad's sneaky. Twice this week, he's come over here to this new track of timber we're going to start next week. And he's come over here and he's cut without me. He didn't even tell me he's coming over here. The first time he came over here, I can't remember what day it was now. He just cut a few trees, he says. Then today, after the log sale, I thought we were going to come over here and cut trees. He's like, oh no, I think I'll just go home, which was fine. I had tops to pile, obviously, had things to do. Well then, as I'm piling treetops, he calls me. Says he was over here. Says he'd cut another big tree, which is the first time I've ever been on this job. I knew where it was. I'm assuming that's one of these pigs he's talking about. Man, what a tree. Good Lord, look at this one here he's got cut. Man, that's a hog. That's crooked to it up there, but still, look at all the footage there. There's a lot of footage in there with two pieces of wood. This little ditch, trying to get my bearings right here. So 2 weeks ago, we were cutting over here maybe another mile. And I know where this ditch crosses the road. And until you get back in here, you just wouldn't think there'd be anything up through here, which if you look, a lot of pecan growing in here. Some hackberry, get up a little higher, there's some water oak. Dad said there were several good walnut over here, and I believe him. These are good trees. Got a little one cut there he hung up. Man, that is some kind of log right there. He's come over here and he stole all the thunder for himself. Looks like there's several to cut there on the other side of the creek yet. Of course, he goes right for the good trees. That way he can leave me the not so good ones to cut. I've seen he had several more cut on the way in here. Like I said, I'm really not familiar with this job other than knowing where it's at. This is where we'll be at next week. Quite a bit of ice on the creeks this morning. Some pretty good trees right across there. This will be a fun job to cut. I like these little jobs like this. That's kind of the great thing about logging. No two jobs are exactly the same. They might have a lot of similarities, but the variables are always different in them. So, think of this as a little preview of what to see next week. Good trees. Guys, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas today. I know I did. Honestly, we catch a lot of grief because we work so much, work a lot of Sundays, work holidays, but to me, the best gift I could have is being out here, getting to work and do this. That's all I ever wanted to do my whole life. I'm fortunate enough that's all I've had to do my whole life is cut timber. And hopefully that's all I'll get to do for the rest of my life is cut timber. So anytime I can be out here, any day, rain, shine, warm, cold, I'm extremely thankful. And the fact that I get to do it with my dad, that just makes it worth that much more. So this is the best Christmas we could ask for. Normally, any holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, my dad and I are in the timber. We're working. It's been that way ever since I was a little kid. I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. It's truly being out here. It's great. It's quiet. It's peaceful until you get some bearded guy with a chainsaw knocking trees down. Then it's not so quiet and peaceful. But the people that log, I mean, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Just there's something about being out here. Even I know it's not safe, but and I think that's a lot of it for Dad. I know it's a lot of it for myself. Just kind of being out here by yourself working. There's just that sense of, I don't know, kind of like a sense of freedom about it. So it really is. It's a great thing. It truly is. So again, thank you so much for following along. I'm gonna head in. That's all I got to do today. It's a short video, short day. It was a great day. Had a great log sale. Piling the treetops. It was great. Everything was good. Hopefully Sunday, me and Brandon got something in the works. So hopefully we'll put a video Sunday of something coming along, and I'm pretty excited about that. Guys, enjoy your Christmas. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a few days. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.